Good morning, amazing community. How you doing? It's really, really bright where I am, but I just wanted to share a few thoughts with you, something that I'm personally experiencing, and it's just so delicious and profound, and I just felt really called to come on and share it with you in case it can open something up for you as well. And this is about getting still and quiet to really look at what feels good for you in your life. And I mean across all areas. I mean friendships, looking at the work that you're doing. Is this truly making your heart expand? Your relationship with money, your relationship with your family, your relationship with the world. Like, are you contracting and feeling scared and fearful of the future? Or are you finding a way to keep coming back to your joy, to keep doing the things that make you feel good and being deliberate about where you're putting your consciousness? I shared on Instagram, so if you're not following me on Instagram, come and follow me at Lucy Shah Jahan as I start to head towards the book launch in January. I'm going to be sharing so much on my Instagram page, so come and join me over there. But my post this morning was actually, it really struck me when I saw this house plant and all of the lower leaves were dead. And the higher leaves were this bright, luminescent green, like so full of life. And I was like, wow. And it just really, really stopped me in my tracks. And I was like, that's me right now. Like, I'm literally shedding my old skin. I'm shedding the things that no longer serve me. And I think this has been such a big year for all of us, where maybe you had this vision and now you're like, actually, that doesn't feel juicy for me anymore. I actually want to go over here in this direction. You know, and this just is so fucking powerful when you can stop and go, where am I right now? What do I need to release from my life, from my vortex, from my energy field, in order to free up more space, in order for you to become a master at receiving? And the only way that we can do that for ourselves is to embrace, hello, waves crashing so powerfully, is to embrace change and to know that that is the only constant. It is change. It's constantly renewing, like our cells are renewing constantly. And where we start to become stuck and stagnant is when we are trying to force things to be a certain way. Sound familiar? We're like, well, this is where I want to go, or this is how I want my life. And we become very, very attached. And that's where rigidity sets in. That's where we start to get tension in our body. Whoa! Hello, beautiful, cold ocean. Because we're trying to force an outcome instead of checking in with ourselves to go, is this still in alignment? Does this feel good for me? Is this really where I want to go? Is this where I want to put my energy? So I just wanted to share this with you. It's a very, very simple thing you can do for yourself every single day, to just look at what you're setting for the intention for the day. Look at where you're putting your energy. Is it on worrying about the past, worrying about the future, trying to figure out the how? Or can you make it your new habit to surrender to the unfolding, to the process, and to know that you're not doing this alone, this life? And when you think that you are, you're taking yourself down a dead-end street. When we can allow the entire universe, the whole divine, to support our big visions, to support us in our daily life, and to know that we really are being held and supported and guided in every single moment. But we've got to be able to create that space and that stillness in order to listen to these downloads, to listen to the messages from the universe, and most importantly, to listen to the whispers of our heart. Because our heart is always communicating with us. But if we are, like, if you skim a stone into a turbulent sea, you're not going to see where that stone lands. If you skim a stone into a very calm ocean, you're going to see it hop, 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 right? The things that you're calling into your life come in over a don't care sea. When you're not attached, when you're not hanging on and holding on and trying to make something happen. So the most powerful thing I believe that we can do, especially with coming to the end of this year, is to create some sacred space for yourself, to prioritize yourself, and to really be with your truth, and to go, do I like where I am right now? What actions can I take that are going to put me on the path that's going to make my heart sing? What do I need to let go of? Where do I need to have a powerful conversation? And it takes courage to be with your truth. There are decisions that need to be made. I'm constantly coming up against my own truth and checking in, and I make powerful decisions. There are things sometimes that I don't want to look at, right? Maybe there's a friendship that I've outgrown, and I'm like, oh, but and I'm romantic about it, I'm nostalgic about it, but I'm like, no. If I'm honest, it feels heavy. It feels like I'm being held back. So I know that it's time for me just to surrender it. And this doesn't have to be this big, breaking up moment, right? No matter what you're dealing with. It's just about this honoring and doing it from a place of love in order to serve yourself, in order to take care of yourself. And surrounding yourself with the right people is so important. Because if you've got people that are wanting to complain and you're wanting to rise, you're going to slow your path down trying to get everyone to come with you. And it really defeats the purpose. It's about saying, well, hang on a minute. What if I create some space to allow the people that do want to come in, to see me in my highest, to celebrate my big visions, and that want to go on this journey with me? But that can only happen when you create the space and when you're willing to let go of the things that are not serving you in this now moment. So that's my message, with thanks to my house tree that showed me very clearly. I just love the metaphors in our life. I was just like, wow, you can't make this stuff up when I looked at this tree. So yeah, obviously whoever's meant to hear this message will hear this message. And let today be the day that you honor yourself and follow through on the actions that you need to take to put yourself in the path of least resistance, where you don't have to try and force anything or make anything happen. In fact, it's the opposite. You let go and lean in to surrendering everything, handing it over to the universe, and just focusing on what it is that you do want and how you want to feel, and start feeling those feelings right now. Mwah. Big love, beautiful ones.